and I'm going to talk about the Bullet Ant Challenge. Now, actually, I went to Brazil, and I was trying to figure out things to do to see, and I came across this, and I thought it was really interesting. So I started to do research, and I found out that you can actually do this yourself. And then I found people to not talk to, but I saw some videos online about people who have done it, and some of them have had very bad results on this, let's just say. I only seen one guy, he must have had 50 ants plus, and it was nothing to him. So I thought maybe he was just joking around and there was no bullet ants in it. Alright, so with that said and done, I decided to do it, but when we were there, COVID's hit. Now this is why you only see one glove. The tribe used to let you borrow their gloves when you did the ceremony. But because of COVID, they're no longer loaning them out to individuals. So you actually have to go to the market or find someone who will sell you a glove. So the tour agency had 24 hours to find gloves, and they only found one glove. They could have found two, but they didn't want me to do two because, again, because of COVID, there are no beds, hospital beds in the city. Most people who do this Bullet Ant Challenge wind up going to the hospital and spending the night, and they're on some serious opioids for pain relief. And so when you're there, normally you do a dance, you get your hands painted black with charcoal to soothe the pain. However, many of the tribal members did not want to catch COVID, so they're very leery about talking to foreigners or people from outside of the tribe. So much of the ceremony was, as I would say, was taken away. Excuse me. So that's why there was only me doing the Bullet Ant Challenge, and not the leader of the tribe putting the gloves on and the rest of the tribe, or 7 or 8 men, dancing with me because of COVID. They're also very worried about me having to go to the hospital right away, that they reduced the number of ants on it. Now, I did have 9 ants on it, I believe, 8, 9. And I was bitten by all of them, as you probably have seen. Some of the men I've seen do this wind up in the hospital. They did not want me to go to the hospital, so they reduced the number of ants there were. It did not matter if you had 1, if you had 100 ants on you. The pain is different for every person. So when I go back to Brazil, I will do the Bullet Ant Challenge again. I will put 2 gloves up, and hopefully the tribe will dance with me this time and put the charcoal on my hands, so we can I can do the full force. As you see, I'll probably put 25 ants on next time. But when I first put it on, I don't know if you noticed, but I mean, I was totally psyched. I couldn't even hear people talking around me. I was just so into doing it. And then when I first felt that first bite, that was the end. I'm just like, oh, that's it. And that's why I put my hands down. I was like, oh, I can do this. But when you're doing it, you do a dance with everybody. So your hands are up in the air. And so when they say put your hands up, that's why I put both hands up instead of just one. I put both up. And then I'm not sure if this hand was up the whole time. I don't even remember. I just remember talking and people asking me questions and everything. And so I was really, my mind was to release the pain. So, and it's to release the pain so you don't really actually feel it. So about 1 o'clock in the morning, when I was done, actually, I if you see the video, I show the ants where they concentrated the bites. And these 3 fingers here was kind of numb from here up, here down. It was kind of numb in there. And even I noticed I was shaking a little bit. And the tour guide says, yeah, you are trembling. And I say, oh, okay, no problem. So when I got home, everything's still kind of fine. I'm not really feeling any pain. About midnight, 11 to 1, midnight, somewhere in that area, I woke up. My whole hand felt like it was on fire. I mean, seriously, it felt like it was on fire. And I could barely move my hand. And it wasn't the fact that it was on fire, it was I wanted to go back to sleep. But it hurt so bad that I was really worrying that I could not go back to sleep. And so I just sat there and just tried to figure out what I was going to do. And then I was looking at my hand, and then I just, well, the only thing I can do at this point in time is set my hand down, lay down, and go to sleep. And I did. And when I woke up the next morning, there was absolutely no pain. So I was fine. But I do not recommend this for people to do this unless you are in the right mindset to do it. Because there are people that one ant bite will put you in the hospital. And so that's my final thoughts. The ants were returned back to the forest, so they were not hurt. I'm not sure what happened to the sloth. I'm not sure what happened to the anaconda. I felt bad for the anaconda. I wish they would just release it because it does not need to be dragged around like that. And I personally don't like snakes, but you know what? This snake has emotions too. The snake has food to eat and stuff like that. So, all right, so that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.